I'm Deepu Sebin. I'm co-founder and CEO of DailyRounds. DailyRounds is an academic network for doctors. So I myself am a doctor. I'm an MD in internal medicine. So post MD I was working with a few of my developers in developing few tech products. So I found that the developers, right, they use tools like Stack Overflow and GitHub. They share all their content. There's a lot of knowledge sharing happening among developers. So it is pretty intriguing for me. As a doctor, all of us create a lot of content. We create something called clinical cases. So these cases are actually these real life patient stories we use to keep ourselves updated. But there is one problem with this, right? We don't publish these cases. These cases end up as PowerPoint files and we don't share it. So this was a big revelation for me. I thought, hey, we should have a platform to share these cases, and that has to happen in mobile. So that's the reason I started it. I mean, it started just as our need. A lot of doctors started initially contributing, but then things got we got a good traction, things got into shape, and here we have DailyRounds. In startups essentially change the world, and we actually don't say we change the world, but if you look at it, I can categorically say DailyRounds is the #1 startup that makes the largest impact in India today. Now I'll tell you why. So right now, 86,000 doctors depend on DailyRounds. We influence the treatment decisions by 86,000 doctors. Now think about the number of patients these doctors are going to treat in their lifetime. So we tell them, hey, how do you treat diabetes? Use this drug, this is new. Hey, swine flu outbreak is happening. Do you know that? This is the drug. So I think we influence by touching a billion patients' life. At least that's what we aspire to. If we touch at least 50% of doctors in India, we'll be touching a billion lives in some time. So I think how we change the world is by impacting healthcare and bringing better healthcare out. There are two ways, right? So one dream is a very simple dream. The dream is that there is this app called DailyRounds in all the doctors' mobile phones, and they open it at least every day to see what is new. You might be opening your Facebook, Feedly, just like that. If there is a doctor, he should be opening DailyRounds. He or she should be opening DailyRounds to stay updated and keep learning. That is the dream we are chasing. You can join us for many reasons, starting from the kitchen to the office to the people. But I think end of the day, if you are joining DailyRounds, that is because everyone wants to do something different. The question is what kind of difference you want to do, right? So if you want to do something high impact, then you should join DailyRounds. I'll tell you why, right? So in Flipkart, say you can solve problems of scale, you can solve problems of logistics, good problems to solve. But in India, I think if you're solving something high impact and more meaningful, that should be the #1 reason you should be joining us. And rest all the fun stuff that's taken, it's there. I think it's always there, but the key reason should be that impact, what you should look for. I think what makes me super is my ability to navigate through confusion and chaos. I think as in a startup or in my previous life as a doctor, I was always surrounded by questions, challenges. I have this one ICU full of patients, 20 to 30 patients, a lot of crisis happening on a daily moment. So what makes me super is that on a daily basis, I'm able to challenge it at least to come up with the best solution for at least 80 to 90% of those problems. So come join DailyRounds and stay super.